Do you have any Exodus, dude?
Ah.
So, we came to the bus today to hang out with you and to find out some of the tricks from the trade of how to be a great thrash metal vocalist. Do you have any tips as to...
That's number one.
You heard it here first.
Right there. That's number one. In fact, these guys caught me in the middle of a session that's been going on since about 10 this morning. So, I just say... have a good time, because thrash metal is a good time.
Absolutely.
It's the only really form of music where, well, there are other forms of music, but the crowd becomes just as much as part of the show as the band is, you know? And that's what makes it so fun, you know? And so...
Good, friendly, violent fun?
Good, friendly, violent fun. Just have fun, try to eat healthy, try to stay healthy, smoke healthy. And then,
eat your greens, obviously.
Eat your greens, smoke your greens. Eat those edibles, do what you got to do.
Absolutely. So, you've had a long career spanning over 30 years now. If you could give an estimate as to how many posers you've disposed of, what would it be?
Personally?
Yeah.
I don't know personally, because I'm not one of those that likes to go at somebody for something. I remember back in the day, it was like, I remember 6 of us chased him out of a Laws Rocket metal leather angel show one night. I don't know why. And one of us had a sword. And it was like, yeah. And so, and I swear to God, if we'd have caught the guy, I'm sure somebody was going to stick him. I mean, it was just one of those deals. But Bailoff was a big advocate of that. Bailoff would be standing on stage and going, if there's any posers standing next to you, smash them right in the head. And I mean, the total, you know, peroxide. He had a shirt that had a peroxide guy with glasses and it had a red circle with a slash through it. No posers. And so, I think that's kind of older though now. You know what I mean? That was something back in the day.
I think more so these days it's people advocating, like those Havoc t-shirts that say no karate in the pit.
Right.
With those kids just flailing their arms around like they're having a temper tantrum.
Yeah, I don't like that either. You know what I mean? That's not really, you know, and that's more metalcore, I think, you get with that.
So you've toured all over the world, and I would imagine you've smoked a lot of weed all over the world.
Yes.
Where would you say is the best place you've ever smoked?
Well, you got to remember I live in California.
That Cali Kush.
So I'm just kind of really partial to the home, and it's always been that way. Even if it wasn't legal, California weed's always been killer. Amsterdam, back in the day, you could not get weed in Europe. You could only get hash.
Really?
So you'd go to Amsterdam and you'd finally get weed, you know what I mean? Because it's always been legal there. Switzerland, you get good bud because what they do is they cure it in the ice caves.
Really?
Make it turn purple. It's really good. So, a few picks. But you know what? Now that it's become more liberated, I think is the good word to use. Everybody's growing good weed. I mean, I can get good weed in England now. Whereas I remember back touring in Pleasures and Fabulous, it was just like, yeah, got some good shrub, mate. And bring me a bag of this fucking brown weed with seeds and stems. And oh yeah, you better watch yourself with that stuff. And I'd be like, you're kidding me, right? It's like, okay, I will.
Speaking of Pleasures, the 30th anniversary of that album is coming up. Do you think you guys would do maybe an anniversary tour for that album and play it start to finish?
I don't think that record necessarily, and we're not big on the start to finish thing. We did it in San Francisco in July. We played Bonded in its entirety. We did a 2-night thing in San Francisco, but I think that it's kind of cheating the fans, I think, because when you go see one of your favorite bands, say you go see Iron Maiden, they're playing one record, you know. Well, at least I hope they're playing an hour of other shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on this tour, it's a co-headlining thing regardless of who ends, because we flip-flop every night. And it's 60 minutes both bands. So it really doesn't matter if you're ending the show or you're, you know, playing middle. It's the same amount of time. And we wouldn't, that's all we would be able to do is Pleasures of Flesh. And then if you guys caught here and we just played Pleasures, you'd be go, damn, they didn't play Bonded, they didn't play Toxic Waltz, they didn't play, so it's hard to do that. You have to have probably 2.5 hours to play to do it, because you can't, like, Priest went around a couple of years ago and did British Steel, and I thought that was awesome, but then they played a whole another hour of cut Judas songs, so you got to kind of do it like that.
Right on.
I would love to do it. I have no problem. It's was my first album, so
that's one of my favorites too. Pleasures.
Yeah, it's great. We played something from that tonight. Actually.
Yeah. All right.
Play something from that tonight.
Right on.
It'll definitely whip your ass when we're done, for sure.
That's the whole reason why I came today.
That's why we're here.
Excellent. So it's been a couple of years since Blood In, Blood Out came out. Are you guys planning?
We're writing now.
Yeah. We're
writing now. Gary's probably got 4 or 5 done, and then we'll probably next year, definitely 2018, you'll see new exits. Hopefully around late spring.
Okay. And we'll be expecting another North American tour.
I want to come. It's so tough to get into Canada for some of us that used to be bad boys back in the day.
But now you're all good guys, yeah.
Well, we are, but they remember when you were a bad boy, unfortunately, and they don't like to let you in. 2 of our crew members didn't make it in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, if you have a DUI, just a DUI, they won't let you in this country.
That's a shame.
Come on, how many rockers or roadies or altar boys?
Yeah.
Think about it, They weren't. That's why they are rockers and
They picked that life for a reason.
Right, so you probably get 3 out of 10 that are not going to be able to drop in. So yeah, we lost a couple at the border. It's tough to get up here, but I love it. I'll say this: the shows have been the fullest and most crazy. Last night in Ottawa, the night before in Quebec City. So quite maniacal. The Canadian fans are definitely good heavy metal fans.
Excellent. What would you say is the best part of touring?
The performance.
Yeah. And getting the interactions with fans afterwards?
That's fine too. I don't have a problem with that. That was fine, but the performance is everything, you know what I mean? This is what you grew up living to do, is to be able to walk out on that stage and destroy people, and then here your dream fucking comes true and you're doing it.
Day after day.
So especially you do it for a living, you know what I mean? Think about that. Everything that you decided was, so I'm 53, when I was 12 and 13 years old, with the Zeppelin and Aerosmith and AC/DC posters on my wall. You know what I mean? I'm now my area of one of those guys, you know what I mean?
And someone else has a poster of you in their bedroom.
That's right. They sure do.
Well, we'll let you get back to watching football.
Nice.
Thank you so much,
Chris. Very nice.